Today I'm going to go through my realistic plan to achieve FIRE, or my husband and I's plan. Of course, I will continue to work that this plan is achieved much faster. And ideally, I would like win the lottery tomorrow and not have to work one single day for the rest of my life. That is not the goal though. Like, I love creating and doing stuff, but I would just love to control my time myself completely and not ask anyone to have time off or go on a vacation. Let's dive in. When you've been up since 5:30 and already hit your daily water drinking goal, it's not too early to have a soda by 11 a.m. Okay, our fire plan. This is my family, my husband Jürgen, and our daughter. She has really skyrocketed our motivation to achieve this, and hopefully we will. Okay, so first things first, I'm not 30 yet. My husband is 30, that's why I wrote 30s, and I am turning 30 in 2 months, but I'm 29 for now. Well, I call him my husband, so we are, of course, married and have been that for 4 years soon. We've been together for 10 years. And last year we had our first child. And all the cliches are true. That's the best thing that's ever happened to us. Although we had 9 very fun years together before that. We both have pretty normal incomes. They are slightly below average in Norway, but I think it's actually most people have below average, and then there's a couple of people that earn a lot of money that like drags the average up. Okay, so if you are familiar with the FIRE concept, you know that there are multiple ways of achieving FIRE, and some are complete financial independence and some are like a semi version. I'm not going to go through the different ways right now, but I just want to say, and you can look it up, that we are going for a coast slash cash flow 5 version, which basically means we want to decrease our expenses and we want to increase our income. I want to work part-time, or I want to create something of my own that I can do like for maybe like 3 to 4 hours a day, and for the rest of the day be a mom. And my husband Jürgen loves to work. Like, he needs to work, like, for his mental health, and just he loves being active and use his body, and yeah, he has to do that or he goes insane. So he doesn't want to work less like all the time, but he wants to be able to take a longer period of unpaid leave so that we can travel as a family and have a lot of quality time. Okay, so part 1 of the plan is already in motion. We are creating a rental unit in the first floor of our house right underneath me, and we are actually hoping to get that up and running around July this year. We are expecting getting 8,000 Norwegian kroners a month. And since it's in our house and below half of our house, it's actually tax-free income. And the plan is to first use those 8,000 a month to pay down our private loan, because we have a private loan that we use to buy a new car. We had 2 cars that was completely paid down, but then right before I gave birth, like right before I gave birth, starting to sound weird, was starting to act weird, wasn't reliable at all. And we tried to fix it, I think 3 times, and paid a lot of money to try to fix it, because that's how we want to live. Like, we don't want a car loan. Like, that is so stupid in my opinion. But we ended up buying a new fancy car. And from every paycheck since, we have put off some money to pay down that, so it's not completely at 180. So I think it will go very fast when we start getting this rental income as well. After that, we want this amount to help us pay down our mortgage. When our mortgage reaches a comfortable level, we're thinking that this will become a part of our income, so that we have more money to use and that it covers some of the income that we are so dependent on today. Part 2 of the plan is to say bye-bye to my student loan. A lot of finance bros in my comment section on TikTok freak out when I say that I want to pay down my student loan, because it's such a great loan and it's not a bad loan. Like, if I die, it gets deleted. If I become ill enough that I can't work, it will decrease, I think. But when I look in my budget, there are some expenses that I can't really do that much about, and then there are expenses I can do a lot about, and this is one of the things I can do something about. Like, I can pay this down faster. But I'm down to 91,000, which I'm so happy about. Like, that's amazing. And I'm thinking maybe that could be a goal for next year to pay that all the way down. I actually think that could be realistic. Part three is probably the biggest part of the FIRE community, and that is to invest your money. Because if you only have your money in your savings account, it actually loses its value over time because of the inflation. So right now I have about 145,000 invested, and by the time I'm 50, the goal is to have 6 million. I'm just laughing because this is the realistic plan, right? And I've been investing for 7 years now, and I have 145,000 by now, and it's, yeah. But I think part four will explain why I think this is possible. 6 million will not, of course, make me be able to retire completely, but due to the 4% FIRE rule, which is that you can take out 4% of your investments, and without it decreasing, like it losing its value, you can take out 4% every year. So I don't think it's completely the right math, but you are supposed to see what you can live off of in 1 year. So if I want 450,000 to live off of in 1 year, which I actually think is the bare minimum for me, if I would reach that, you can multiply that with 25. I would have to have 11,250,000 invested. And maybe I get there one day. Hopefully. But is it realistic right now as I sit here as an unemployed new mom? No. So I'm going to keep it realistic today and say 6 million, because 4% of that will help me a lot. And it will definitely make it possible for me to work less. Part four is where the action happens. Like, we are going to use our knowledge. We have renovated 2 houses soon, like this is almost complete, and we have gained a lot of experience in renovation. So we are thinking and planning to flip some apartments, first one, but hopefully 2 or 3 or 4. And then we also want to invest in an external rental unit, maybe a cabin somewhere, because with increased income and decreased expenses, we can save up to what we need to buy another place pretty fast. So I know for a fact that we will be able to do this. And the goal with doing that is, of course, to make a lot of money. Hopefully at least like 800,000 kroners for each apartment. And if we decide to divide that by 2, I can invest 400,000 and have 2 years fully covered of the amount I need to invest to reach 6 million by 50. So that's the realistic plan, and it excites me a lot, I have to say. Like, it's so fun to have a goal like that and ambitions. But of course, it's now that my baby is small and needs me the most. Like, in 20 years, she's 20 and a grown woman. I would work less and have a lot of time, but she probably doesn't have time to be with me then. So ideally, I would be able to do this now. So therefore, I am just trying to hustle as much as I can to make this happen as soon as possible. So I'm here trying to be a content creator because I love making content, and I also love sharing this journey. Like, this is truly a passion of mine, and I would love to inspire more people to use their money smarter and buy themselves more time and not a lot of materialistic stuff. So I kind of created a profile I would love to follow myself, because I think there are way too few influencers that are talking about spending your money smartly and not just buying everything. So hopefully that can become an income for me as well. I just had my first collaboration on social media, and I'm so thrilled because finally it's happening. Like, it wasn't huge and it's just a one-time thing for now, but it's just made me realize that I am actually capable. Like, it just made me see that all the things I've worked for so far, because I've been posting for 3 years now, that the hard work is starting to pay off. Like, I can just see it on the horizon, and I'm very positive. Like, Earlier this month, I was like crying, not optimistic at all. But now I'm just, wow, so much can change in only a month. So hopefully, if I keep working hard, my life will change completely and I will reach all my hopes and dreams. But now we're pushing the like a bit unrealistic. I don't want to say unrealistic because I don't want to fuck up the manifestation. But this is the realistic plan that we just went through, which I kind of will know that I know will work. And then the delulu plan that I'm actually following is the goal. So remember to subscribe if you want to follow my journey. I post a lot of financial side hustle content, but also travel content when I can check things off my long bucket list, because that's the motivation behind financial freedom, to complete my long bucket list with my family. And it's really long and it's actually just getting longer. So, yeah, if I want to complete that before I will share everything on this channel. So, if that's interesting, remember to subscribe and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.